The monsters in this lab are pretty strange, aren't they?
I've heard that Fendel has been investing in biological weaponry. Perhaps this lab is being used to facilitate it.
Watch out, guys. This one looks like trouble.
I'm trembling. Why? Eagle dive! Settle down!
Strong! Impact! Slice! Detonate!
No way! Erupt! No mercy!
Dive! Slice! Whirlwind flash!
Eagle dive! Let's go! Lightning blade! Ready? Strike!
Roar! Left up! Tiger blade!
Settle down!
Roar! Punch on! Strike! Punch on!
Dragon Dash! Dagger Splash!
First shot! Strike! Band of Blue! Go! Okay! Fall! Freeze! Whirlwind flash! Strike! Cut in! Free shot! Strike! Roar!
Take it!
Freeze! Flare shot! Strike! Draw! First shot! Slice! Tiger blade! Free shot! Win! First shot!
Settle down! Right,
Flare shot! Okay! Demon Fang!
Red!
How's this? Gale Fang! How's this? Okay! Tiger blade!
Settle
Bird!
down! Dreams of tranquility give names to my life.
Okay! Boom down!
Dragon Dash! Take it!
Raise the power behind upon us! Okay! Slash!
Red! Red! Eagle dive! Oh, miraculous smile.
Strike! Be gone!
Healing circle!
Freeze! No escape! Mow him down!
Gift of rebirth! Life takes form and grants thy boon!
Not what you failed, everyone! I won't disgrace myself again.
Oh, miraculous soothing light!
Can't be happening!
Rejuvenate! Red!
Roar!
Light cosmos! Is that all? Release! No escape! Critical blade! Strands of rejuvenation give name to the glimmer that burns eternal, never to be doused, and
Okay!
inspired hope!
Break! Myself again. Not looking good! Mow him down!
Red! Settle down! Take it! Sword assault! Yeah! Eagle dive!
Mow him down! I failed everyone.
Healing circle!
How's this? Pretty alarm!
Defeat of you, the gift of rebirth! Light takes form and grants thy boon!
Barrage!
Rejuvenate!
Sorry about that.
I can't believe they got me!
Okay, vanish!
Yeah! Red! Oh! Light cosmos!
Strike!
Is everyone okay? Thank goodness!
I'm surprised you were able to defeat my Varus.
Fourier!
Pascal, is that you? Oh, good heavens, I thought someone was trying to steal my work.
Wow! I can't believe you built that Varus and everything! You're amazing, sis!
It would have been more amazing if you hadn't defeated it so easily. So, what are you doing here?
We came to talk about Fendel's Valkanus Creus experiment.
On Forbrenir? I'll have you know, I spent years working on the research used in that experiment. I may have used your work as a starting point, but what matters are results. You know that.
It's okay. I didn't come here to take credit for anything. I know you've done a ton of work on it. But no matter how smart you are, sis, the research is still flawed.
And just what does that mean?
Well, it's like... Look, it's gonna be a lot faster if I can just show you. Do you have any Crius fragments laying around? Like, maybe one the size of a bean? How's this? That's perfect. Here, gimme.
Impressive, yes? No one has ever been able to extract Eleth from Fire Crius so efficiently.
Yeah, but when we give this thingy a little chunka...
Pascal, what are you doing?
Guys, you might want to get back!
What just happened?
See? That's the trouble with Fire Crius. If you apply too much pressure when extracting the Eleth, it starts a chain reaction. And once that happens, it starts accelerating all the surrounding Eleth, and then... kapow! You can contain the damage when it's a handheld weapon or something, but with the Valkanus, it would be a total disaster.
So that's why you never finished your research?
Yeah, I saw where it was headed, so I just chucked the whole kit and caboodle. And that's why we gotta stop the experiment before everybody gets blown up.
I can't do that.
Yeah, it might be tough for you to tell him, huh? Well, look, how's about you just show me where they are and I'll just do it.
Are you trying to make a fool of me?
Am I what now?
You saw where it was headed? You just worked it all out in your head! Do you have any concept of how hard I've worked to complete the research you've abandoned? You always do this! You mimic whatever I do, then just effortlessly do it better! I kill myself to be successful, and then you sweep in with your quick thinking and fancy talking, and you just leap ahead of me like it's nothing!
Fourier,
Fourier, we must get to the Valkanus Crius. Even if the experiment wasn't a danger, there's a different threat on the way. If we don't act now, it will be drained of its Eleth, just like the other Valkanus.
Wait, the other Valkanus?
Yes, so we have to stop it, no matter what. Please, Fourier, tell us where Forbrenir is.
I don't know where it is, but the man in charge of the experiment does.
Who's that?
Fendel's chief science officer, Kurt Bessel.
Kurt Bessel?
You know him, Captain?
Yes. Though I never imagined we would meet again like this.
Where can we find him?
The Ministry of Science is located in the capital, although I couldn't say if he's there at the moment.
Thank you. That's a good place to start. We'll try to speak with Kurt ourselves.
Do as you like. It matters not to me.
Well, we got our Valkanus information, but I wish it hadn't gone down that way.
It was the best outcome we could have expected. At the very least, we learned that Fourier's primary objective wasn't bioweapons development.
Hubert, you saw how painful that was for Pascal and Fourier. Don't you feel anything at all?
Of course, but that ultimately has no connection to our key objectives.
But I hate seeing Pascal like this.
I know what you mean. Isn't there something we can do to help them work it out?
Stop this at once! I can't allow the two of you to waste more time discussing irrelevant nonsense. We have a mission to accomplish.
Hubert. I never knew she felt that way about me. All this time. I've been making her miserable all this time. I should go back and apologize.
I don't think that will help. Fourier's problem isn't you, Pascal. It's Fourier. Her spirit has been crushed by years of doubt and self-loathing. Sympathy will only make the problem worse.
But I love her, you know? I just wish she knew that. Oh, Pascal.
Don't worry. She'll understand someday. You're the only one who can stop the Valkanus experiment now. Fourier knows that's true, even if she'll never admit it. If the experiment isn't stopped, Fourier's work will end up killing a whole lot of people. And no one wants that. Especially not you.
He's right. Helping us will save your sister's reputation and maybe even her life. Plus, we need you, Pascal. We can't do this alone. So, come on, pull yourself together and let's go.
Aw, little bro. Thanks, guys. You're the best.
That was all right, Hubert.
I know what she's going through. And besides, it would be far too quiet if she weren't around. Now, can we all stop talking and just head for Zavert? There's no time to waste.
Asbel, I have a request to make. If you don't mind, I want you to fight me.
Wait a minute, hold on. Fight you? What's this about, Sophie?
It's what I want. Please.
If you're just looking to train, then all right.
Yes, let's call it practice. But don't hold anything back. Okay, Asbel? Yeah!
Ha! Here! Phantom Wolf! Okay!
No mercy!
Yeah! Be gone! Strike!
Yeah! Dragon Dash! Drive! No mercy! Shine!
Ha! Strike! Roar!
Flurry! No mercy! No mercy!
Here! Draw! Gotcha!
Yeah! Eagle Dive! Sword Assault! Dagger Splash! Yeah!
Strike! Be gone!
Eagle Dive! Drive!
Strike! Roar! Eat this!
Yeah! No mercy! Ren! No! Take this!
Yeah! Phantom Wolf! Okay!
Sword Assault! No mercy! Yeah! No mercy! Eagle Dive! assault! No mercy! Learn! Water splash!
What?
No!
There! Draw!
No mercy! Tap! Sword assault! No mercy! Eagle dive! Take this! Throw!
Now! Draw! Demon Fang!
No mercy!
Roar!
Yeah! Dragon Dash!
Strike! Okay!
No mercy! Tap! Tap!
Yeah! Roar! Okay! Demon Fang! Ha! It's over! Rip to pieces! Stampede strike! I didn't fight all those enemies for nothing! Victory! But man, am I exhausted. You look pretty tired too, Sophie.
Yes, but I'm relieved. Now I know if we have to fight Richard, I think it will be okay.
Yeah?
I realized something while fighting you, Asbel.
Realized what?
That you really are my friend.
I still don't know what you're getting at, but... Achoo! Oh man, I'm starting to cool down.
I don't want you two to catch cold. I'll get you something hot to drink.
Let's go, Sophie.
Okay. I didn't feel the urge to erase Asbel while fighting him. That means I can do the same when fighting Richard, because he's also my friend.
Fourier said that Kurt is Fendel's chief science officer.
There's a place called Fendel Tower north of the city that houses government agencies. I wager we'll find the Ministry of Science there.
Okay, let's ask around and see if we can find a way inside. Do you think we could get into Fendel Tower with your military credentials?
If he's been declared dead, then that likely wouldn't work.
Hubert is correct. In fact, they may already believe there's a con man out there using my name.
But we gotta do something.
Indeed. Fendel Tower is only the first step. We have to meet this Kurt as well.
If we can't find him, retrieving some of his research documents might be enough.
Do you really believe this can be settled with documents alone? Speaking with Kurt is the only way to be sure. Frankly, I would have expected you to feel the same, Captain Malik.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but I don't. I don't know where you'd get that idea.
Captain? Time sure flies. It feels like only yesterday that I made that friendship pact with Sophie and Richard. But we've all changed so much since then. I don't know what to believe anymore.
Asbel? What are you doing out here?
Sorry. I just needed some time to think about things.
About King Richard?
You know me too well. Hey, remember the first time we met him?
Of course. You broke into his room and then dragged him all over town. I was always surprised he enjoyed it as much as he did. He even wore that stupid disguise.
Yeah, good times. Everyone was together back then, even Richard. But now he's all alone, with no one to support him. Sometimes I wonder if that loneliness drove him to his current state. I can't help but think if things could have been different. I was so caught up in my own training that I never thought to check up on any of you guys. If I had been able to notice Richard's troubles, maybe I could have stopped things from the way they are now.
It's not too late.
I don't know.
Stubbornness is one of your strongest traits, you know. You're always pursuing some issue long after it's reached the point of annoyance. So if you believe he can still be saved, then don't give up. Just use the same persistence with him that you have shown me.
Thanks, Hubert. That means a lot coming from you. I'm glad you're around. You always put things into perspective.
Oh, come on. Besides, it's my job as the little brother to keep you out of trouble.
Ouch.
If King Richard doesn't have anyone to trust, then at least he can go to you.
You think so?
You promised to believe in him. And you have an obligation to maintain that promise.
I suppose it does. He's right. If I don't stop Richard, who will? I'm not going to give up, no matter what.
Pascal, what are you doing here? Verma!
You know each other?
Of course! Everyone, this is Verma. She's an Amarcian like me. Nice to meet you, everyone. So you work for Fendel now, right, Verma? That's right. Actually, I work at Fendel Tower. The security is such a pain. You have to use this fancy security pass just to get in. Hey, so do you think I could maybe kinda sorta borrow your pass? I've wanted to see the inside of that tower forever. Well, I don't know. Please? I promise I'll just look around and not break anything and come right back. Well, all right. I suppose I can trust you of all people. Aw, thanks, Verma. I totally owe you.
Fendel Tower, huh? I sure hope Kurt is here.
You said you knew him, right, Malik? In fact, you seemed shocked when you heard his name. What kind of person is he? If things go badly and we have to fight him, your information might help turn the tide.
We first met at the military academy over 20 years ago. Much as they do now, the people of Fendel was suffering. The climate was harsh, and our Valkanists provided no help. Most of the people were on the verge of poverty, or worse. The rich were content to let the poor struggle, so long as their own gluttony remained satisfied. Eventually, a young officer decided he had seen enough and started a reform movement. Kurt and I believed strongly in the cause, and had soon devoted ourselves to it completely.
So what happened?
It was youthful foolishness. Those in power brought pressure to bear and crushed the revolution before it could take hold. I knew my life was in danger, and so I decided to flee Fendel while I still could. But Kurt stayed. He refused to watch the light of revolution flicker and die. He was a man of fearsome intelligence and singular will. A man who would sooner die than surrender his ideals. Even if we do manage to track him down, I doubt he'll listen to an old coward like me.
But there's a chance, Captain. And that means we have to try.
I suppose you're right. Let's go find him.
Will she be okay?
Who?
Well, we got in here because of Fermat, right? I feel like we've put her in danger. I hope nothing bad happens to her.
I'd rather you turned a blind eye to that.
But we can't. We did something bad.
No matter how good the reason, I hate resorting to deception.
Listen, everyone. When it comes to the Valkanists, even Pascal sees that the ends can sometimes justify the means.
Yeah, but I never lie.
But you just did!
This area is off limits.
Fermat's not feeling well, so she sent us in her place.
She sent 6 of you?
Today's procedure is unusually labor-intensive.
Well, alright. Go on through. But that pass of yours will only work on the first floor. All other areas are off limits.
Understood.
Sweet, Captain! You totally saved our bacon again. You're really good at this.
Yes, I suppose so.
I won't hold it against you if you wish to view me as a professional liar.
All right, we made it into the tower. Now the real work begins.
Right. We should find Kurt as soon as possible.
I have to say I'm relieved. When I first heard about Kurt, I feared you might try to avoid having to meet with him again. That no longer seems to be the case.
Having come this far, I no longer feel conflicted. It's just...
Yes?
I might have mentioned it before, but Kurt is not an opponent to take lightly. I can't say whether I'll be able to persuade him.
That's enough, Captain Malik.
What?
I'm saying try to keep your self-importance in check. Stop thinking of this as only your problem. Their Valkanus experiment will be disastrous, and convincing him of this is a duty we all share.
Interesting. It looks like all of these moving panels are linked together.
Indeed. If you make one panel move, all of the others shift in lockstep. When determining our path through the tower, we'll need to factor in the positions of the moving panels.
And then there are these. Looks like we can shut off the steam by closing the corresponding valves.
But if we close too many valves in the same place, they may not withstand the pressure.
This tower looked majestic from the outside, but the interior is junk.
Sadly, I think that pretty much sums up Fendel for me.
More stairs? How many floors are in this building anyway?
Hey, are you all right?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm curious as to why you are standing by yourself.
I'm not good with heights.
Oh, I see people down there. But they're tiny.
Captain, is that really true? About being afraid of heights?
Yes. Why would I lie about something like that?
Wait, but when you ambushed us at Wallbridge, weren't you waiting for us at the top of a tower?
Yes, and that's probably why I lost. Had there been any other option, I would have taken it.
Losing to Asbel must have really gnawed at you, huh? this a trash dump?
Pascal, what is it?
A Geese original number 3 piston, and it still works. It's even been bored up. I can't believe someone just threw this away.
And I can't believe you get this excited about garbage.
Come on, help me search, little bro.
Fine. What are we looking for? Our destination is up ahead. Are you well?
Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing Kurt again.
Then perhaps you should act like it. Because when you appear anxious, it makes the others uneasy.
Oh?
My brother in particular relies on you with all his heart. So at this point, even false bravado would be more than welcomed.
Aren't we clever?
So this is Kurt's office. Looks like he's out.
Are you sad he's not here?
A little. But I'm also relieved. I have no idea what I'll say to the man when I finally see him again. Anyway, we're here. We should learn what we can.
Is that?
Here, let me look. Yep, that's it. It's the Falconus Crius. It's hidden in a glacier right outside the capital.
What? That's just a stone's throw away.
If the Valkanus explodes, it will mean the end of Zavhert.
Someone's coming.
Malik, is that you?
Hello, Kurt. It's been a long time.
As much as I'd love to catch up, this is hardly the time nor the place.
We need to speak to you. It's important. Is it true that you're heading up the Valkanus experiment?
It is. And it's also true we're finally on the cusp of a vital breakthrough. If this experiment works, we'll be able to harvest Eleth at a phenomenal rate. The people of Fendel, all of them, will want for nothing. The revolution of 20 years past never died, old friend. It just took a different form.
You have to stop the experiment, Kurt.
The research you're using is flawed. If you extract too much Eleth, it'll initiate an unstoppable chain reaction and destroy the Valkanus.
This is Pascal. She's an Amarcian and an expert on the Valkanus. She founded the original research upon which Fourier based her work.
Your concerns are amusing, but unnecessary. The experiment will go forward as planned.
What?
Do you think me so foolish as to rely solely on the work of Miss Fourier? We've made extensive modifications to her research and accounted for every possible outcome. You have no cause for concern.
But...
My country is dying. If we halt the experiment, the plight of our citizens will become exponentially greater. We would be forced to invade neighboring countries merely to survive. The border skirmishes of our recent past would quickly escalate into all-out war.
when you say neighboring countries, do you mean Windor?
We have nothing more to discuss.
So that's it? You refuse to stop the experiment?
Malik, out of respect for our past history together, if you leave now, I will give you time to escape. If not, I will summon the guards. You turned tail and ran once, Malik. I suggest you do so again.
Kurt, damn you!
Enough! You and I chose very different paths, old friend. This is mine.
Well, at least we know where the Valkanus is. That's something.
But Kurt refused to stop the experiment.
He's fought a revolution all by himself for the last 20 years. Think of the strength that must have taken. I wish I could support him. You heard what he said, Pascal. Do you still think the experiment is dangerous?
There's no safe way to extract Eleth from that Valkanus. It's just way too unstable.
I see.
Captain Malik, we should go to the glacier and stop the experiment. We're the only ones who know the truth. It's our responsibility.
Responsibility.
When we next meet Kurt, we will almost certainly have to fight him. Are you prepared to do that?
To fight my old friend.
If we do this, it will bring the wrath of the entire Fendel nation down upon us. And we are but 6 people. If you don't pull your weight in battle, it'll put all of us in danger.
Kurt is still my friend, no matter what happens here. But I will do whatever it takes to stop him. I owe him that much.
That's all I needed to hear. Shall we move onward?
Captain Malik, is there any chance we could find the leader of this country and ask him to stop the experiments?
Chancellor Eigen would be the man you seek. He certainly has the power to stop it.
But unfortunately for us, we didn't see Chancellor Eigen in Fendel Tower.
Somebody in town said Eigen is watching the experiments personally and stuff. So if we're gonna convince him, we better crash that party.
You may be right. If the Valkanus is in the glacial region, we should take the northeast exit out of town and hurry over there.
Right. Things have been pretty quiet so far.
Let's hope reaching the Valkanus is equally simple.
If this experiment ends up failing, it could lead to war with Windor.
Don't worry. I'll stop Kurt. I promise you that.
I feel the same. My invention was totally behind all of this. And on top of that, I don't want my sister to end up a criminal.
I'm pleased that everyone understands what they must do. Doubt will only hinder us. Now let us proceed onward.
What I must do is stop Richard. I don't want to fight. I won't fight. There has to be another way for this to all end. I know there is.